Hi, welcome to Randall's Log, video 86, and I'm Randall Armstrong. Today's date is Monday, March 27th, 2017. I think I got that right. Yes. Man, what a day. Yep, I shaved. Unfortunately, I was late for work. My mom kind of stressed me out a little bit. She got her taxes done, and she mentioned about Social Security. She's getting paid less with Social Security, which I kind of was like confused about. So we were talking about it, and it didn't make any sense. So I, I ended up dealing with that later. I'll get into the details of that in a second. Gotta have water. Gotta stay hydrated. So I get to work late. Work was fairly slow. Did a lot of typing today. I was on the CBCF and just clacking away at posts. Not just posts on there, but also posts that I put up in my Facebook page as well. And I got onto the topic of Rotten Tomatoes, and kind of just did a little research, a little bit for fun. Because the Batman v Superman score is 27%, and I feel like that's a very low percentage for that movie. I think it's undeserved. And I looked up other movies, and like Green Lantern got 26%, Suicide Squad's 25%. Freaking X-Men 3, X-Men: The Last Stand had a 58%. And to me, that movie is way worse than Batman v Superman. I learned something new though. Surprisingly, the hate is so strong with that movie for certain people, not all people, but for certain people, that I was really, really surprised that they truly believe that X-Men 3 is a better film than Batman v Superman. So, I mean, a couple thoughts run through my head. One, maybe they haven't seen maybe they haven't seen X-Men 3 in a very long time, so they've forgotten how bad it is, and Batman v Superman is still fresh in their head. So, and because I mean, I'm like legitimately confused. Like, I don't know how people think that X-Men: Last Stand's a better movie. I really don't. It's either they've forgotten how bad X-Men 3 is, or they really just you know, have a thing against DC films. Like, they don't like DC films, or they don't like the characters. Maybe they're bigger Marvel fans. I mean, there's always the chance that they legitimately don't like that movie, but compared to X-Men 3, it's just surprising. It's surprising. So, but I did a couple posts on the CBCF, a couple polls, to kind of see where people were at. So I put like Man of Steel versus Superman Returns, which Superman movie was better, and one guy made a comment. He's like, I saw nothing in that movie that made me think this guy was Superman, or that was the character in the film. And I'm like, really? So he flies, has heat vision, super strength. His father's name, adopted parents, Jonathan, Martha Kent, lived on the farm. His name was Clark Kent. The list went on and on and on. And then his response was hashtag not my Superman. So, but anyways, the point, I think I made my point. The point was, people are like, oh, well, Superman doesn't kill. I think also these people forget that Christopher Reeve's Superman killed. Go back and watch Superman 2. Now, granted, there is a cut of Superman 2, like a deleted scene, where the Kryptonians are being arrested. So they didn't die. But in this case, they never showed you, in the original cut of the film, they never show you what happened to the Kryptonians. Like Lois Lane punched the female one. She fell to her death. The other guy thought he could fly, realize, oh shit, I don't have my powers on, and like he falls to his death. It's basically unintentional suicide. Um, and then Zod, where Superman like crushed his hand, he picked him up, he lifted him, and then he threw him across the Fortress of Solitude, hits the wall, and falls to his death as well. So, you know, but people are going to complain. They're going to. I think some of those people's. I think the good thing maybe that the reason they don't like Batman v Superman, I think the good thing from that is that when Justice League comes out, I think that they will like Justice League better. I think if you shoot low, you have nowhere to go but up. So um, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the people still hated on Justice League, but they'll say, it was better than Batman v Superman. They'll say that at least. But I still think they're going to find reasons and find ways of just basically saying that, oh, these movies aren't good, or I don't like these movies. The Marvel movies are better. The Marvel movies are different. I wouldn't necessarily say that they're better. Did they go about constructing the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a good way? Absolutely. Does it seem like DC is rushing their cinematic universe? Of course. But at the same time, creative-wise, you can't make the films exactly how another company makes them. You just can't. But at the end of the day, the only person's opinion matters is your own opinion. The reason I put up the Rotten Tomato score is because I feel like there's a debate going on, and the debate will go on forever until Rotten Tomatoes goes out of business or whatever, or closes up, which they won't. They're too big. They're too big to close up. Their scoring is off. There was an article not long ago, Brett Ratner, who is a director as a businessman, I probably respect, but as a director, I don't like his work. But he said that, he feels like Rotten Tomatoes will help destroy the business. And I think that there's some truth in that aspect. But anyways, enough about Rotten Tomatoes. Anyways, this was just like a taste. This was just an idea of what I was typing and working on, and interacting with people on the internet, and on Comic Book Collectors Forum, on my page. It was fun, like Clark Leslie got in on there and started defending X-Men 3, and I totally forgot that he's not a Star Wars fan. He doesn't like any of the Star Wars films, which is, it's heartbreaking. It's sad. But he's a good guy, so I joke with him. I kept calling him Anakin Skywalker. And he's like, oh, I'm more like the Emperor. And I'm like, no, you whine. And he's like, no, I don't. And I'm like, oh, it sounds like you're whining. Just joking with him. Cool thing happened. Martin asked me for a favor, and basically just explained it to me and said, hey man, I'm super busy. I can't run the Comic Book Collectors Forum. I could use your help. Just drop the lid. I'll pick it up later. Yeah, he basically was like, hey, do you think you can handle the admin responsibilities? Obviously, if it's anything major, to contact him, message him, and then run it by him. I'm like, no problem, I can do that. And so, just a few of the things that he wants me to handle, so it's no problem. Surprisingly, I haven't heard from Andy, not my brother, but Andy Kuzmich, who's the co-head mod. He must also be very busy. I know last time he had presentations and work and all that stuff going on, and just he was exhausted, and he'll pop in and occasionally say a few things. Today must have been a super busy day because I have not heard from him at all. So maybe tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. What else? I had Burger King for lunch. I'm really liking their new crispy chicken sandwich. I really am. It's good stuff. And what else? Like an idiot, I forgot to clock out for lunch, so I called up Kathy, who helps handle, like she handles like if there's any time clock errors or issues, she fixes it in the system. So I called her up and it's like, I pulled a rookie mistake. I forgot to clock out for lunch. So she's like, it's okay, I'll take care of it. So I'm like, awesome. After I got off work, I called up Nina. This will go right back to the whole tidbit with my mom's taxes. I asked her, hey, what could be the possible reasons that the Social Security would cut down on payments? Because she's supposed to get. She told me 1,200 or whatever, and she said that because essentially, after my dad passed away, she's supposed to get his Social Security. It's kind of like and basically she gets the higher Social Security amount, which was his, and but now she's saying that she doesn't have it, so I don't understand. I want to avoid going to the Social Security office. I don't want to deal with that because that place is a mess. I went there one time. I don't think I ever want to go back. I want to say worse than a DMV. Anyways, so I talked to Nina. Nina says, get the tax paperwork, find whatever paperwork or notice or letters from the Social Security office, bring it in. She'll take a look at it. So, hopefully we can, get it all straightened out, and I don't have to go to the stupid office. But yeah, I just felt stressed. Another thing that added on to the stress this morning was I need to figure out a way for my mom to get me all of the mail, and I need to make time for all of the mail. My days just get so busy. It's difficult working a Monday through Friday job, especially when there are things that you need to do and you can only do them on a weekday, and there's just not, I don't like being rushed. I don't like having to do something and then afterwards, oh, I got to go to work, and I absolutely hate, it's like a pet peeve. I hate requesting time off from work to do something. It's like I'm losing hours, I'm losing pay, it's just frustrating. And, but I was also kind of missing the idea of, because my eating habits are bad again, and I've been slacking on the working out. I'm not motivated to work out, and that's because I'm working a job. And and here, the sad thing is, like, the job's not hard. It doesn't actually eat up a lot of my energy. I think I realize what the issue and the problem I have is the commute. The commute is what hurts my motivation. Because if you really break it down, think about it. Like, for example, today I had to be at work at 10:30. I got there late. I didn't get there till like almost 11. I get off at 7:30. It takes me at least 30 minutes to get to work, give or take with traffic, and then same thing to get home. So combined time of commute is 1 hour. You add that 1 hour to the amount of hours that you work, and then you come home, and then I'm so focused on, I want to keep making these videos, and I'm so worried about not getting enough sleep, because I feel like if I don't get enough sleep, then I'm tired. If I'm tired, I don't do a good job at work, even though it doesn't really require me a lot of rest or, But then the problem is I go to work tired, I'm tired all day, and then I come home and I'm tired again. That's my problem, is I'm tired all the time. And it's different. I'm not as tired when, one, I'm not working, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm home almost every day of the week. I'm not tired. If anything, I want to do stuff, so it's weird. I need to find a balance. I need to find a job where I can work 3 days a week, and then I have the rest of the week off, the 4 days off. I need to find something like that. Tampa Pet Sitters keeps popping up in my feed, so maybe I really should reach out and see if I can be like a pet sitter. We'll see. I messaged Angela or Angie about this other job that I applied for, and she told me that the lady in charge doesn't usually, check emails on Mondays because it's super busy. And so I'm like, okay, because I mean, I sent the email Thursday, which means that they had Friday to look at the email. And did I send the email Wednesday night? I think it was Thursday night. Either way, she should have received the email, looked at it, and then just respond. It hasn't happened yet, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm glad I at least followed up on it, because this is the second time that I've put in an application, and this is the second time I've heard from somebody else, like, they were on vacation or they were busy, and they'll look at it, and I just feel like, just tell me the truth, they looked at it, they want somebody else, don't waste my time. I hate got the cover for the water bottle. I hate my time being wasted. I really do. And I hate getting my hopes up, and I hate being disappointed. Who doesn't, right? So yeah, I mean, today had its obstacles, but the best news today was getting to be co-admin for Comic Book Collectors Forum. I think that's pretty cool. It's a vote of confidence from Martin Dunn, which I really appreciate. All right, so let me go ahead and cut it off. Thanks for... Oh, one other thing, too. So I've watched the movie out of order. Like, one day I started the beginning of it. Then the other day I kind of caught it in the middle towards the end. And so all I needed was that between the beginning and middle part to watch. But I finally watched all of Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Or Dates to Wedding. Horrible title for a movie. But the title tells you what the movie is about. Zac Efron's in it. I forget the other guy's name. He's hilarious. He just has like a goofy looking face. His great facial expressions. He's on the Workaholics movie. He was in Pitch Perfect, both of them, and I think will be in the third one as well. Anyways, it was a decent movie. There were some funny parts to it. I like comedies. I need to watch more comedies. But yeah, that's it. I don't want to keep rambling on. Sorry. Thanks for watching, and hopefully tomorrow's a better day. I think it'll be a better day. But God, I have a dreadful feeling I'm going to be tired. At least I don't have to worry about shaving, and I hopefully shouldn't be late for work tomorrow. So, good night. Thanks for watching.